Come on, skinny love, just let's sing it. For a little.
During the writing process, especially for the love letter, the one thing I would think about is just this one song that kind of makes me think about how things used to be back in the 50s and 60s, before technology really came out, and how difficult it used to be, and how relationships back then, even in the movies and any type of interactions, just seemed like it was kind of surreal almost. And that's what and there's this one song that kind of hit my mind, and that's what usually makes me think of what I thought about when I wrote the movie. I guess I was thinking of somebody, but I don't know, that one's kind of it's the what ifs is what I think about.
For my breakup letter, I was thinking about my past rejections, the betrayal I felt from interacting with certain females, and so I tried to just pour my heart into that in that manner. And then for my love letter, I thought of the women who are special in my life, currently and in the past, and just kind of summed up my emotions.
So I was thinking about someone for the breakup letter and the love letter, but it was two different people, and it was also, I had to think of the love letter one in the moment that I was thinking it, because it is no longer a thing. And
when I was writing the love letter, I was thinking about Erica.
So when I was writing the love letter, I was thinking more general, as if like I've written this like in the future, and what it would be like to write this in 5 years or so.
Yeah, I was thinking about a specific person because I couldn't think of anything to write unless I thought about the person that I currently love.
I wasn't thinking of anyone in particular. I was more just a different like collaboration of people in my past, and like some of it was like family oriented and some of it was like just someone I knew.
Kind of awkward. If I was going to write something like that, I would write that, by myself and not with other people around, and kind of to have this kind of situation. I'm not sure if maybe I wasn't just like in the emotional place to sit down and write a love letter and like let myself, kind of like go, because I can do that, but I don't think the environment, just walking in here and kind of seeing everyone else writing a letter, I just don't think I was in the right mindset for that.
It was interesting doing it with other people around, because I think the last time I've actually written a love letter was like middle school, but I would say that it did feel comfortable, more so than I think doing it by myself.
It was fine with me. I'm fine expressing myself. I felt comfortable. It was easy for me to do.
I don't think it made me uncomfortable. I think partaking in something like this made me feel more comfortable, because you get to express your feelings, but it also makes you think twice, because if you can think things in your mind all you want, but if there's no structure to it, then you just kind of feel lost at times, and it kind of helps you develop a structure, and kind of lets you know what you think is right or wrong, or what you actually do enjoy. So.
Yeah, I think it was fine. I mean, I was a little distracted because I was like, there's like friends in here, but I was perfectly fine like writing a love letter. I mean, I'd show it to them.
I did have a couple brief moments of being comfortable, just being in here and just writing, pouring my heart out, to knowing that other people will potentially see these things, even if it's completely anonymous.
It was comfortable. I mean, I've written letters to people before, but usually I'm alone when it happens. But I guess in a room that was kind of structured, it was different than I guess what I had done in the past. And I felt a little, like pressed for time. Like I had to get it. Usually I write like multiple drafts of letters because I say stupid things sometimes. But
It was positive because I think I've grown a lot since the times that I was in the moment feeling those feelings, and knowing that I've grown and seeing that, especially, you know, it being my first year like here and on my own, I think that it's nice to be able to see the growth that I've made emotionally.
Pretty positive. I mean, like the love letter was positive, and then like the breakup letter is like sad because like breaking up with somebody. But I don't know. I'm not very good at like being mean to me. Like in the past, like when I've like broken up with people, I've like tried to be like, yeah, like we'll stay friends and like something like that. Like I don't know. I'm pretty bad at being like, you're terrible. So it wasn't like very like mean, but you know, breaking up with a person and stuff. It's sad, I guess.
Yeah, the love letter was obviously very positive. And not so much on the breakup letter. Definitely not positive. I mean, so it brought up things that were just unequal in the relationship. And so remembering that and having a sense of fairness kind of brings up just being mad about how unfair it was. But, you know, it's just, that's how it is, so.
I think the breakup letter was more positive, just because of being able to think on, because I've got those experiences so like ingrained in my memory, and so like it's not that difficult to conjure those up. And I think, but the love letter was a little more difficult because I was kind of, it's a little more difficult because I like to write that kind of in private. In private, so.
Both letters were actually pretty positive, even the breakup letter, because I was basing it off past experiences, and I've managed to remain friends with pretty much everyone I've previously dated. So, and I think that's really important to me to maintain friendships. So I would never want to lash out at somebody just because I'm emotionally hurting at the time. And I want to be able to maintain as much of a friendship as I can because I know I'd regret it in the future. So I tried to stay as positive as possible, but also point out both of the faults that led to the inevitable breakup.
I always try to be positive, so I think a lot of them came out positive. And so, especially like with the breakup letter, it was just like I was trying to fester emotions, but they just weren't like negative. So I was like, you know, you're a good person, but you know, so I think, yeah, they both were pretty positive.
To wreck it all.